What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. We're going to go ahead and talk about the upcoming banners and whether or not you should consider pulling on the Jiren banner. That will be here, I believe, on Monday night. So if you're somebody that's kind of keeping track of that or just wanted to know, yes, it is coming in a few days. So that being said, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about upcoming banners, such as Bardock, such as the LR anniversary banners and stuff like that. So that being said, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay notified by punching the notifications so you guys can stay up to date with your boy whenever I upload a video. So that being said, like goal for this video will be 900. And that being said, again, in the comments, I want to know, are you guys going to pull on Jiren's banner or not? And if maybe I change your opinion as to whether you should or shouldn't, if you were going to initially and then you decide you shouldn't, based on what I show you in this video, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I want to know like the influence that I can help you guys out with. So that being said, again, all this stuff is coming out, right? So we're getting Awakenings. We're getting a new Android 18. She's coming on the Jiren banner. We're getting Jiren, of course. We're getting all these Awakenings. I believe there's a total of like 10 or so stones, maybe a little bit more than that via missions. But nonetheless, we are getting stones from the story mission that allows you to get the Caulifla, the free-to-play Caulifla, and then Awaken her to STR. And then also, since you're able to do that, AGL Awakens. And then we're getting Kale's free-to-play card, who's really good on the Tournament of Power category team. And then from there, we're getting Kale's Awakening. And then we have Kefla, who uses Kale and Caulifla medals to awaken as well. But more importantly, I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. More importantly, we're getting the Awakening of UI Goku. So UI Goku is coming. Interesting thing to note is that he is going to be the first character with the Awakening / transformation mechanic in the game, as far as global is concerned. And no, I'm not talking about the Fury mode mechanic that Beerus and Rage Vegeta have. It's not the same thing. No, I'm not talking about the Great Apes or Hirudegarn. It's not the same thing, even though Hirudegarn is not in global yet. But nonetheless, first character with this. So that's different because when it came to JP, the LR Gogeta and Vegeto, who I will talk about momentarily, were the first ones that had the mechanics. So I like it. I like it a lot. It's different. I love when global does stuff like this, sort of. When it comes to, like, you know, popping stuff out sooner in relation to other content, I like it, but I also kind of don't like it, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So alongside him, the STR and AGL SSG Gokus are awakening alongside the STR SSB Goku. I have showcases of all these units, all of them. Some of them at 100, some of them not, but I have showcases of every single unit on this page if you want to see them. It'll be in JP, but I mean, it's the same thing. It's just different language, I guess, but same character. But don't worry, I'll probably retread a lot of them when global comes out, just for you global specific guys. So this character is awakening, like I said. That's pretty cool. Now, if you didn't have UI Goku, the good news is this is one of those events that you can still get a lot of value out of, assuming you have the 3 other characters that awaken on his banner, or on this event. Sometimes there are events that just awaken one character, and I think that's the dumbest thing ever, because literally if you don't pull the new unit, there's no reason to play that event. Sometimes there's one other character that awakens, so on and so forth. But this one has a lot of variety, so I like it. So keep that in mind. If you don't have UI Goku, you can still play the event and do good. Now, speaking of the banner, let's go ahead and transition over to iSeriously over on Twitter / DBZ Space for the retweet. But yes, they did data mine this stuff, and I didn't report on it. This came out like a few days ago on the 8th, as you see here. I didn't report on it just because I had too many videos going out at that day. So basically what's happening is, if you didn't know, right now 1 SSR is guaranteed per multi. So bonus, perform 3 more multi-summons to get 1 free. Now, it's a 3-in-1 free banner, just like I believe the Vegeto and Rose banners were. Don't quote me on that, but I think they were. I'm pretty sure. No, it doesn't say anything about tickets. I guess they could be in here, but nothing says anything about that. But it's a 3-in-1 free. I don't know if it's going to be a continuous 3-in-1 free, you know, like steps, but it's definitely at least the first time 3-in-1 free. And also, guaranteed SSR per multi. That's different. JP didn't have, I don't think, either of those things. I don't think JP had either of those stipulations on the banner. It was just a regular banner. So that's added incentive and added reason. But here's the deal. They're making this banner super shiny just so they can get your stones. Like, that's the goal for every banner, right? The goal for every single banner ever dropped in the existence of this game is to get you to spend stones on it, right? But this one is a little bit more peculiar because it's like, this guy is coming, the Awakening, and then of course Jiren, who's a character that a lot of people like, he's coming as well, but they're coming before the anniversary. And they're also coming directly after Vegeto and Rose. And both of them are coming right before the anniversary, basically. Global's anniversary, if you didn't know, is, I believe, towards the 11th of July in that area. So you got a couple months, basically. So if you pull now on this banner, you decide to do a multi-summon or two, you could feasibly get enough stones, you know, via in-game logins and missions and stuff like that, to get like maybe a couple multi-summons back, maybe a few, by the time the banners come in a couple of months, the LR Gogeta and Vegeto. But be aware, this one is shiny, and it's going to try to tempt you into 3 multi-summons so you can get that 4th one free. And each one is going to be guaranteed SSR, 1 SSR guaranteed. So that's cool because that's something that they recently implemented on JP. Every banner is guaranteed SSR. So it looks like Global either is getting that sooner or will be getting that soon is what I want to say, every single banner. But I guess we'd have to kind of see the banners that come after this one. So that being said, be aware of that. So if you're a person that needs UI Goku to run that ROG team, the category team, then yes, pull. If you're not, honestly, especially if you're a free-to-play player, probably would want to skip this. And another reason why I would say skip this banner, and if you're wondering what the characters are that are featured on it, assuming that it's the same as JP, these are the characters that are featured. There's actually 3 category leaders on this. There's also Frieza. So if you need Frieza as well, despite him not being in the banner art, assuming that it stays the same again, this is a good banner to pull on, actually. Like, it's actually a really good featured list. This is a really good featured list. You have 4 category leaders, in fact. You have Potara, and she's a 150 category leader. So she's the best Potara leader in the game, not named LR Vegeto. So she's a 150 category lead. You have the 150 UI Goku lead now, whenever he awakens, which he's going to awaken. Jiren's going to be 2 key, 120, but Tournament of Power. And you also have Resurrected Warriors. So this is honestly a very good banner. It really is. I'm not going to discount it. It's actually a really good banner. So that being said, like I said, if you need those characters, pull. Otherwise, I would honestly consider waiting simply because we have more stuff coming down the pipeline. Now, if you're wondering what else is coming down the pipeline, here's where I kind of look at a few things. So first and foremost, Bardock's banner. That has not come. And I still am faithful Global is going to get him just because he's still in the files, of course. He's still in Global's database. But that's not the most telling thing. Like, this is the semi-free-to-play one, I guess. He awakens from the AGL, Bardock. But that's not the most telling thing. Here's the int one. What really is the most telling thing is the fact that he's in the files and he has a good chance of coming, because when it comes to being in the files, that's not necessarily the biggest, indicator, because this guy's been in the files since he came out. Global's been prepared to get this guy at any moment. And of course, his awakening should have come as well, but they at this point will never get them, it looks like. So that stuff has been in there, and people are saying, yeah, he's not going to come because he's from Dragon Ball Heroes and stuff like that. And I say I'm hopeful that he's coming because Global has SS3 Vegeta. And for future reference, anytime you ever hear me say that, because every time I say it, I always forget to put GT in the sentence, and I get corrected. Well, no, Vegeta is from Dragon Ball Raging Blast. And I'm like, oh, not him, GT. So GT is not in, I don't think GT SS3 Vegeta is in any other game other than Dokkan. Honestly, aside from Heroes, because he's from Heroes, but I don't think he's in anything else other than Dokkan and Heroes. So they do have a Heroes character, at least one. So it's not that, the point being made is that it's not that they can't get Heroes characters. It's just that they probably don't get a Heroes specific banner labeled as Dragon Ball Heroes like this one. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, because they can get them. For context, here's a card. There are several others, SS3 GT Vegeta, Dragon Ball Heroes. So they can get characters. They just, probably can't get the cards. So discounting this banner, assuming it never comes, because that's technically one that should be on the pipeline, you have the SS3 Bardock banner that I'm, again, going to say is coming. These are the featured characters. Alongside the SS3 category banner, if you need to pull on that. That's another reason why, unless they substitute Bardock for another character, there's going to be an SS3 category leader. So keep that in mind. Also, these guys were in testing. I don't know what they're doing with this. This is a weird banner because this was basically JP's Christmas banner. That's why you're getting the Master Roshis on here. I don't know what the plan is with this, but they were testing Tapion, and he also is in the files. So that's another banner that's coming if you're interested in the Giants category. We've already got these, and for context, this stuff came out before or after, I guess, these did. So you see how Global does stuff in weird orders. So post these banners, we get access to the big kahunas, right? These are the LR Gogeta and LR Vegeto banners. Although these are the same banner. That's 397. Where's the other one? Oh, it's up here. No, those are the same. Here's another one. 396. It's just they came in different variations. It's pretty weird how JP did it. But yeah, this is Gogeta, I believe, right? Yeah. Yes, it's Gogeta. Okay, cool. So they are featured on these banners, and these are the anniversary banners. So be aware that these are some other banners that are coming. And then from there, Global will probably get these if you want to try to pull on legendary summon banners. And then we're kind of getting into more recent territory on JP with the Turles banner. Rage Vegeta banner reprint maybe for Global. They might reprint that banner again. And then SSB Vegeta. And here's another reason that Jiren might be expendable right now. If you're somebody that has pulled and has all the characters that are going to be featured on this banner, unless you want to dupe, that is, there's no reason to pull, right? Unless you want Jiren or you want to dupe. But Jiren also is kind of expendable. And this is actually what happened to me. I pulled on this initial banner right here. Got a copy of Jiren, which is nice, but didn't get a dupe. And the reason I didn't pull for a dupe is because I typically don't pull for dupes that often anymore, just because the way that the game always brings out a new character, and it makes me super salty that my 100% unit is now invalidated by a newer, better, shinier version of that character. So Jiren comes back on this banner, and this banner technically isn't that far behind. I don't know when it'll come to Global, but he will be featured here. And since he's featured here, and if you want to pull for Vegeta, you have a really good shot of getting him. And these are the characters that are featured on this banner. So on the first banner, you have Android 18. On this one, you have 17. It's pretty cool. And by the time this banner comes out, they both awaken. So if you've been keeping up with JP, those guys awaken. Topo awakens. You see, there's Dokkan logos on everybody that awakens, actually. So the Vegeta comes, and he comes with Jiren. So that's another reason why you might want to wait on pulling for Jiren, just because there's more to come. And we know that Jiren comes at a set time on a set banner. But I will say UI Goku, if you don't have him and you want him, he apparently has not been on another banner since this banner. So this is the only other banner he's been on since his initial release banner. He has not been on any banner other than his initial release banner or the Jiren release banner. That's what it looks like anyway. Just from the banner arts, because I'm not going to go deep into it. Here's his initial banner back in October. So that's kind of how things are. So I wanted to go over all that stuff for you guys. Like I said, there are banners coming down the pipeline. There are going to be stones acquirable through story missions and stuff like that whenever all this stuff goes live and stages and stuff. So there's a lot to be farmed and a lot to be had. But just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Just to recap, like I said, if you are somebody that has all of the units and only needs Jiren, I would say maybe doing like one multi to try your luck would be a good idea, because it is guaranteed. So you could get something, or if you're going to go ahead and you have a nice surplus of stones saved because you've been very vigilant at avoiding banners, then maybe you go through and do the full like 3 and then get 1 free, because that's pretty good. There's a solid chance you get something good from that. Otherwise, honestly, good idea to skip. There are better units coming down the pipeline, a lot of them in fact. Global changes up these banners, so you never know what good unit will be placed on one of these banners to try to entice you into summoning on one of those banners either. So that's just kind of my thing. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.